in.
Don't question. Don't question.
Don't question your weird wave.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't question.
Okay, that definitely wasn't a weird wave, and it's
Not to be questioned.
totally not to be questioned. Welcome in. We're just getting set up here. We're gonna play some Earthborne Rangers today.
Actually, I have water.
Yes, you do. You don't have to even pretend. That's this game here. Earthborne Rangers. Wow, you are really... Okay, next time let's have a sip of water before we start the stream. I'm sure all anyone heard was glug, 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 glug. Welcome
Glug,
in, John,
glug,
Martina.
glug.
Who are you fine folks? Anyways, we're going to play this game, Earthborne Rangers.
Fancy.
So, Earthborne Rangers is a game I kickstarted. It just showed up recently. It is a game that I thought Sarah here would really enjoy because it's about... like kind of exploring the wilderness, as it were, right? So it's set in kind of far future Earth, I think sort of...
No, wait. I know how you could explore the wilderness at home.
At home.
Yeah, at home.
Okay, we're not going to talk about that. This sounds weird, and I don't want... No.
Okay, I'm not gonna say it then.
So, anyways, this game is about exploring the wilderness in like the far future. I think it's sort of like sort of post-society, right? So society, I think,
has died.
yeah, the wilderness, the Earth has taken back. You know, nature's taken back
Mother
a lot of the
Nature
Earth.
got angry.
I think so.
Rawr.
Rar, exactly. So there apparently there's opportunities for us to find some far future tech and things like that.
Far future creatures.
But there are some menacing looking creatures that we caught a glimpse
We
of.
can show the creatures.
Well, we could, but we're supposed to experience them. It's a secret.
But
right?
a secret that we know.
Well, we only know a little bit of it. So look. There's this huge deck.
Sick.
These are mostly creatures. I'd say it's 200 cards or so. Listen, the one Sarah wants to show you is this guy here. The perfect timing on the old banner that I set up there. It'll go away in a couple of seconds, and then I can show you this. But basically, there you go. It's the Hydra Worm. It looks grumpy, I would say, and it's implied that there's other Hydra Worms. So I don't know how we feel about that one.
I'm scared.
So, this game.
I want to hide under the covers.
This game is like kind of like more of a... It's like kind of halfway between a board game and a role-playing game. So we each play a character called a Ranger. And...
Earthborne Rangers.
That's right.
I didn't know there was Rangers in this game.
Okay. I think we can calm it down a little bit, sweetie.
I think.
So your Rangers have one of 4 primary traits, either fitness, spirit, focus, or awareness. These cards are going to be used for those. And we basically kind of like do a bit of character creation. We're going to have some gear. We're going to be exploring the valley here, where we get to make choices about where to go and kind of what to do. We get to... You know, it's a very open world. It's Skyrim. It's
like a role-playing game.
It's kind of like a role-playing game, exactly. And the good news is that... did I just mix those two?
It's fine.
Do you mind splitting them up? How dare I? The general premise of the game is that each time we play it, like
it's kind of like
game
a campaign.
Is one day, right? So each turn represents an hour or two of kind of in-game time. And our day ends when either we're injured and can't continue, we choose to stop, to travel and stop, or we've run out of cards in our deck. We've become too fatigued to continue to go on, right? So...
This kind of looks weird.
It does kind of look weird. So anyways, for this game...
has a bulbous nose.
We largely don't have... I don't know if he has a bulbous nose or if he just has like a cat cloak on his head. A lynx fur cloak.
It's the nose.
It's the nose, okay. So in any case, we're going to try and work our way through the prologue, which walks us through like the first game session.
It's dense. It's dense.
It is extremely dense. I opened this up and it's like the text is teeny.
Okay. So this is like normal text size.
I don't know about that.
Okay, maybe this is a bit vague, but just like reference, then it's this big.
Okay. So it's about twice as dense as the rest of the text, and it's a comfortable 24-step process. But basically
24? I didn't know.
Yeah, but this prologue is like our first game session. It helps us create our Rangers, and then we get to kind of... I know the rules, Sarah knows most of the rules, but we get to kind of experience those through the course of playing through this prologue. So, that said, I'm going to start...
Oh, that said...
Yes?
The slider cam is black.
Slider cam is black. Okay, so here, that said, I am going to go fix the slider cam.
I'll read the prologue to everybody.
You're going to read, not the prologue, but you're going to read this start of the prologue, this part here, okay?
Okay.
You're going to read that out to everyone, and I'm going to fix the slider cam, which I have a hunch that I might have found the issue. It's kind of not plugged in.
Okay. Anyways.
Moving on.
Moving on to the reading. Imagine a low fire burning in the pre-dawn light. Imagine you're wrapped in a warm cloak, breathing cool mountain air. You smell the smoke from the fire and the rich scent of pine. Last night you swore your oaths to the ancestors, to the elders, and to the spirit of the valley. The sun begins to rise on your first day as a ranger, a caretaker of the land, and a friend to its people. You watch as Elder Thrush retrieves her condenser kettle from a low branch, checks the water level, then places it onto the fire. As the water rises to boil, Calypsa, the ranger who has mentored you for the past 9 months, sets about crushing dried marrow leaf for tea in plain carbon-forged cups. Once it's ready, she hands you a cup. Steam pours off of it. It smells of the forest. Calypsa raises her cup. To your true self. She drinks, and you follow suit. The tea invigorates you, warmth spreading throughout your body. It feels amazing. Your eyes are drawn to the flame. As you watch, your eyes unfocus. You can hear the voices of your ancestors. You can feel them with you. You can feel their support and their love. You hear them speak, and they remind you of your best qualities, the person you truly are. Who are you?
Some special tea right there, I would say.
Special?
Oh, God. Boo. I deserve that one. Okay. Great job reading. I liked your amazing delivery. That was good. So it says, you'll begin by choosing aspect cards. Those are the ones you had earlier, right? It says there's 12 12 aspect cards in the core set, and these represent your core abilities. So it says, think about what types of things you'd like your ranger to be able to do well. Your aspects, especially your high and low aspects, have a significant impact on how your ranger interacts with the game world. So put a card here. So
Okay.
there's,
Here,
like, this is an example of one. This is awareness, spirit, focus, and fitness.
should probably
So, or not worry about it too much.
Okay.
So awareness, spirit, fitness, and focus. So it tells us in here that if we have high fitness, we're able to hike swiftly through the valley or are good at defending ourselves against dangerous predators.
Such as the Hydra worm, death ahead.
I don't understand. That made no sense. How did that thing show up? Oh, it's, you know what? It's the Steam, or on YouTube, there's like a fairly significant lag. It's like about 5 seconds behind on ultra low latency mode, which I disagree. Okay, so fitness means we're good at moving swiftly and defending ourselves. High spirit, this is Sarah's thing, we think, means we're able to easily converse and get along with the people of the valley, and we can form deep connections with the natural world. So why don't you just find the card with the highest spirit value?
Well, there's 3.
Okay, are they varied, or are they all the same? Oh, so it's like, so spirit is 3, and then you get to choose kind of what's your lowest secondary thing,
Yep.
right? So what do you think it should be? I think it'd be weird for awareness to be low because you're so deeply connected.
Fitness. I don't need to defend myself from predators. I'll just talk to them.
Okay, I will soothe the bear with the song of my people, and it will not eat me. Okay,
Bear falls asleep.
so or maybe the bear like noms on your noggin, you know?
Which one
Okay,
do
so
you
why don't
want?
we set this one?
I feel like you should have high fitness.
Oh, to protect you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening. The one that I wanted was so either awareness, which says, oh, if you have high awareness, you can avoid the valley's many dangers and easily explore the environment. Or if you have high focus rather, you're good at solving problems and handling situations which require either great concentration or insight or both. So I think I should want to play a high focus character.
Let me hear your options.
Okay. And I know I'm going to pick one with high fitness as well, because if we both have low fitness, we'll probably regret it, right? So I can either have low awareness or low spirit. Well, why don't I play low spirit, because you've got lots of spirit. And then we are both moderately aware, okay?
In tune of nature.
Right? So it says, choose a player to be the lead ranger. The lead ranger walks the front of your hiking formation as you explore the valley's many footpaths, so they will encounter a higher rate of both dangers and boons than the rest of the group. They also make decisions for the group if it can't reach a consensus. I would like you to be our lead ranger.
Yeah.
All right, why don't we put these away? Okay, I don't think we'll need any more. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I want to be the lead ranger.
Okay, beginning with the lead ranger, choose an aspect card and put it in front of you. So we've done that, okay? If you're playing solo, we recommend choosing a fitness of 2 or higher. That's pretty common, because usually it's like, if you fail to talk to somebody, no big deal. If you fail to like defend yourself from the wolf, well, it's a big deal.
I'm being eaten by a wolf. No big deal.
Yeah, exactly. So it says find the personality card set and separate them by aspect. So I believe that's not this. Is it this? Maybe it is. This looks like it's... I don't know. Oh, yeah. These right here. Right? Mm-hmm. So there should be a total of 8 cards per aspect. There we go. So that's right. Okay. It says you'll notice that each of these cards has one or more icons in the upper left corner. These are approach icons. They represent how well your ranger handles certain types of situations.
Ooh, I found one too.
There you go.
I can show examples now.
The 4 approaches are conflict, connection, exploration, and reason. So this is how we deal with problems, right? The mix of approach icons in your deck will represent your ranger's proclivities. You can choose your personality cards based solely on the card title, their rules text, or you can choose them based on which approach icons you'd like to have in your deck. Start with the awareness cards and place them in the center of the play area so all players can see them. Beginning with the last player to pick an aspect card, that's me. Choose one card, take both copies, and place them in front of you. Okay, so of these, these are the cards we're looking at. Oh, I couldn't get to the camera in time. I'm too slow. Okay, so we've got insightful, we've got vigilant, we've got perceptive, and we've got thorough.
I want to take one of these.
Well, you can't. We get to pick one. I get to pick one pair, and then you get to pick one pair from what's remaining. You been chewing your lip again?
No. It's that blueness.
Oh, it's from your... Sarah had a ring pop yesterday, and like her whole mouth was just like completely blue.
Marsh of Rebirth.
Marsh of Rebirth, yeah. Okay. I want to focus and be thorough.
Of course, you took the only one that I want.
What do you mean? I just took it because I think it's narratively appropriate. Oops. Whoa. So are you going to be insightful, vigilant, or perceptive? You're going to read them. I didn't do that. All right, so
I'm gonna take perceptive.
that's what I was going to suggest to you. Okay, so then you're going to use the fitness deck, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to pick 2 and then pass it to me. And I'm going to pick 2 out of these and pass, or pick 1, the pair though. Okay, so you're going to pick from these 2 decks. I'm going to pick from the green and blue decks. Meticulous, versatile, inventive, or astute. I won't take all the double whammies, but maybe most of them. I'm going to be inventive.
I'm gonna be bold.
Okay, so you get to pick from the blue deck next, and then the yellow deck. Or if you wanted to be faster, you could do the yellow deck first. Passionate, balanced, and determined. I'll choose balanced. A lot of the same icon. I don't know if that's good or bad, but
I want to choose astute.
okay, go for it. So these ones we're done with, and then you choose from the yellow deck. So far, Sarah is. Let's see. You read, and I'll read this out. Perceptive, bold, and astute. I am thorough, inventive, and balanced.
Oh, read the compassionate one.
Compassionate. You open your heart and feel your consciousness settle into your chest. A great warmth spreads within you as you let fall any armor that may unnecessarily hinder this. The truest of connections, oneself laid bare to another. That sounds appropriate for your character. That sounds like Claire. All right.
Claire might be watching though.
She might be. So do I want to be engaging, thoughtful, or persuasive? I kind of I like the idea of being persuasive, but I already have 2 of those types of cards. I don't remember what these approach icons were. What were they called? Conflict, connection, exploration, and reason. I'm going to assume that this is connection based on the way that it's,
It's
looks
like a yin yang.
or like a chain link or something like that. And this is probably reason. The heart is probably, or maybe the heart is, I don't know, whatever. Lucky for you, Claire's doing something else in this moment. Why is that lucky for us?
Compassionate.
Okay, this is the number of things on it is equal to the number of spirit in your energy pool. I have 1 spirit. That would be a horrible card for me. So I'm gonna be thoughtful.
Oh yeah, you can commit that to any Rangers test.
Or do I double down and just be like super persuasive? I have tons of those. I'm good at talking.
Be thoughtful.
I'll be thoughtful. Okay, fine. All right, so we picked all of those. So, it says shuffle your personality cards and place them face down beside your aspect. For now, this is our Ranger deck. I know our Ranger deck is going to end up with gear and other stuff in it.
Yeah, because this is kind of like a campaign game. The only other campaign I played was like that one that we played at, like, it was like the one with the, I forget.
The one with the things and the stuff.
No, it was.
What was it kind of? What was it like?
It was
what did
like
you do?
horror in, I don't know.
Horror? It was a horror game? Betrayal at House on the Hill?
No, it wasn't that. I just remember it was a campaign.
No, I didn't need her to hear something. We were just talking about how the one thing sounded like Claire. That's all.
It was like...
It'll come to you. Don't worry about it. Okay, so it says, place a number of energy tokens equal to your Ranger's aspect values on your aspect card. Are you able to do that for both of us?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
See, hear the epic music?
Yeah, Sarah picked the music tonight. She decided that it should be epic and adventurous.
Epic adventure.
And this is what we got. All right, so it says we're going to set up our play area, beginning with the location where we start our journey, which is called Ancestors Grove. So it says we need to find that. Are you looking for it on there?
Yeah.
Okay. We have to find the card. I'll find the card while you see if you can identify it on the map. I don't know if it'll be listed.
Ancestors Grove out here.
All right, cool. Well, that's where we're going to start. So that's this guy. You know, probably we don't need the map out in its fulsomeness. Okay?
Should we place our, tokens?
No, not yet. We're going to work through the prologue, right? We'll do what it says. So, we have to find, here, you can find these. It says we need to find the Boulder Field and the Lone Tree Station.
Hey, look, that one was right there.
Well, that was easy. Okay, apparently I should have just given that to Sarah. All right. So these are locations. Okay.
Heravore. That sounds scary.
Stop reading the things. Come on. We're supposed to experience it. It's an adventure. Okay. We'll put the locations away for now. So, Sarah, stop it. Okay. It says find the Woods Path card set. I don't know what those look like.
Maybe these.
Shuffle them face down. So there are ones that have like an icon on them. I think that's these things, right? They've got a big icon on them.
Yeah.
Like the Woods is probably this brown one. But these are all nasty things. So maybe we're mistaken. Let's take a look at our little rule book here. I feel like there should be more action with this music. I agree. I told Sarah that I thought we should play something a little bit less aggressive, but
I said no.
Yeah. I told her she could pick the music and
I picked epic.
she picked it. Okay, so the path cards look they're these guys.
Oh,
Right? Like the Sitka Buck here.
Sitka Buck.
Sarah, okay. It's getting to be a lot, okay? We can't sing every 3 seconds. That's too much. We can sing, we just can't sing every 3 seconds. Okay, so look. Woods it's the green deck. Old Growth is the tree one that I saw. Okay, so find the one that's greeny, a greeny icon. Okay?
I'm assuming that's gonna be at the start.
I don't know.
Nope, that's gray.
Drop them. It'll be a disaster.
These?
Yep. Those are the Woods cards.
The Sitka Buck.
Perfect.
Oh!
We don't read them. It's a secret. We're not supposed to know. Okay, there might be more on the bottom there, right? We definitely didn't see a gigantic spider on any of those cards. Nope. Nope, definitely not. I mean, it feels like an adventure for sure. Do we have an early pumpkin? We might have a slightly... I don't think we have an early pumpkin. I think we have a excited girl, you know? What do you think, Sarah? Are you pumpkining? No? All right. Okay, so shuffle these. How good are you at shuffling? Overhand shuffle's not bad. I mean, there's only 12 cards, so it's hard to riffle effectively. So it says that these is the path deck and holds the flora, fauna, and geographical features you'll encounter in and around Ancestors Grove. It says typically, each time you travel to a new location, you'll build a new path deck with cards from multiple sets. But for the prologue, we'll just use the Woods set on its own. Okay? So it says, find a perfect day weather card. So here's a perfect day. I like that. It's like a shining Christmas tree. No. It must be the music, maybe. So it says place it next to the Ancestors Grove location and add 3 counters to it. And strictly speaking, it said to put these off to the side, so we'll put this like so. Okay, put 3 counters on it. I think we want to use the other ones. I think, because the red ones are harm. Oh, the general tokens, those are them. These ones are progress. The triangles are progress, and the red ones are harm. Hey, Sarah, we don't have to like not talk. We just have to not. Somewhere between the two things, between silence and singing about everything. Deal? Hey. Deal? All right. So, each player takes a common tests card. And, well, I'm just going to give you a round structure card too, because we'll need it later. A reference card. I'd love it if you started talking again. It's getting awkward. Look, I wasn't trying to get you in trouble or anything. Just, it was a lot. Okay? Okay. There you go. Woo! We did it. We're back.
I mean, it felt like you didn't.
Well, I'm sorry. I want us to be able to play the game. And it's fun when we have, like, when we get to chat and we're enjoying ourselves and stuff like that. It's just that it's like singing in the car or something. Sometimes it can be a little much, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cheer up. All right.
It's hard to be happy when you're happy.
Okay. Well, here you can follow the arrival setup instructions on the back of the Ancestors Grove card. Do you think you can do that for us?
Yep.
What's it say?
It says, arrival setup. Search the path deck for the next card with a presence of 3 and discard it.
Okay. So, presence is the thing at the top right. 2, 2, 3. The caustic mulcher. Yeah. Okay. We get to discard that. Yikes.
Lead Ranger. Search the path deck for the next prey and put it into play.
Okay. That's you.
So that means like a Sitka book? Yeah, it's prey.
Well, strictly speaking, that was the bottom of the deck, right?
Ooh.
So the next one would be from the top.
Still a Sitka book.
Well, there you go. So into play, I think, means on your board, I believe. But, like, so in this game, it's actually kind of cool. They have each card that we end up playing has an icon here. And when it's a kind of downward arrow, it means it gets played in reach. It's like within reach. It's immediately adjacent to your character.
And if it has like an upwards arrow, it means like it's along the way.
It's along the way. So it's not... So basically, we're traveling to this location, okay? And then it's sort of like there's like a progression. Like this would be farthest away from us. And there would be things within reach, which is like almost like our tableau. It's just described as within reach because that's sort of supposed to be a little bit more narrative, I guess. And then just outside of our reach is along the way, which is along the way,
but we're
not there yet.
We're not. It's not in our immediate vicinity,
and we probably can't have less opportunity to interact with it and things like that. And then their location is for the furthest away. Okay, so then it says next ranger, search the deck for the next prey and put it into play. That's a predator. We don't like that. Sitka doe. Okay, so that also goes into play within reach. Okay, is that everything?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put our card back there, and then you can read our the next little narrative paragraph here.
Your eyes refocus, and Calypso smiles warmly. It is time, she says. As of this morning, I am no longer your mentor. Like you, I am a ranger. She speaks briefly with Elder Thrush, douses the fire, then turns to you. We will travel from here to Boulder Field. I'll stay back and follow your lead.
Ooh, good delivery. All right, your goal this round is to travel from Ancestors Grove to Boulder Field. If you're unable to do so, that's all right. The prologue will continue. On the common tests card, you'll find the traverse test. You need fitness for this. Okay. During this round, you can use this test to place markers, progress markers, on the Ancestors Grove location card. Once there's enough progress on Ancestors Grove, you'll be able to travel to Boulder Field. Since you're playing with far fewer cards in your deck than normal, it's entirely possible that you might run out of cards in your deck from suffering fatigue before the end of the first round. If this happens, don't end the day like you would in a typical game. Instead, shuffle your discard pile and fatigue stack into your Ranger deck and continue playing. Now, play one round as described on page 12 of the rulebook until all Rangers have finished taking turns, then proceed with this step. It says at the end of taking turns, stop, do not move on to the refresh phase. We're going to continue to build your Ranger deck before we move forward. If you successfully travel to Boulder Field, reshuffle all the Woods cards into the Path deck and follow the set instructions on Boulder Field. Then whether you're at Boulder Field or Ancestors Grove, proceed with the next round. Okay, so at the start of our round, we each draw a Path card that goes into our hand.
Aren't I the lead ranger?
Yes, but we both do that.
Simultaneously.
Yeah, right? And then we take turns until we have all rested. So we either play a card, perform a test, or rest. Okay? So the things we can do here, let's talk about this. So we can either use a card in our hand, right?
Yep.
Or, what, is there something wrong?
No.
Okay. Oh, this is backwards. I don't know why. The Stream Deck, I've verified like 17 times that this is set up correctly, and it's upside down inexplicably, which makes no sense. But anyways, so essentially we could use if there's a test on our card, we could use that. If there's not, then we can always do these common tests. So we can traverse, which lets us add progress towards getting to a location. In this case, we need at least 4 progress to leave Ancestors Grove. Okay? So anytime we're trying to do something like that, we're performing a test. Basically, we're using our values here to commit how much energy we want to that test based on what type of test it is, right? We can also use icons from our cards in order to contribute to it. So we can traverse, that lets us move to the next location. Okay. Mm-hmm. We can connect. This is what Sarah's really good with. Connect with the life around you, where we get to add progress to a being equal to your effort, but there are no beings currently in play, right? I guess these are beings.
Yeah, these are beings.
Okay. So, like this Sitka dough here, which I don't think I can have on camera. I gotta move this up a little bit. You know what? We said we might adjust the camera, didn't we?
Yes,
Let's just do that. Let's just do that here. Okay, let's do that real quick. We can zoom out a little bit, and then we'll be able to see these a little bit better. All right, we'll do that. Okay. So this Sitka dough that I've got. So essentially, there's 2 markers here. Okay. So that represents there's progress, and then what's the other one called?
Harm.
Harm. That's right. So harm is, either you're hurting it or scaring it or, things like that. Progress is, something else, right? So in order to basically kind of succeed at these things, you need to get the corresponding number to clear the card, to remove the card, we need the corresponding number of markers on it, right? Because this is essentially, we should, I guess, really, this is probably would be better looked at like this. This is something that's like our location is the furthest away, and then we have cards that are on the way, and then we have things that are within reach. So our Sitka Doe is within reach. The way the game works is if we influence this, if we take the traverse action in order to put experience onto here, then we suffer fatigue for every card between us and that. Okay? So we would want to, like, if we would want to clear this card and get rid of it, and then we would suffer less fatigue in order to travel. Does that make sense? So
do you need to get both or just one?
Both what?
Like harm and progress?
No,
or just
one or the other, right? And it basically, what?
I just...
You were just looking at the slider cam and you were happy?
Progress to a being equal to your effort. I can easily...
But you need 5 progress.
Yeah.
Right? You could do 3.
Right now.
It's true. It's true. That is right now. Okay? But, yeah, we'll have to try that out. Okay, we can also do the focus, the remember action. Remember your training to scout ranger cards equal to your effort, and then draw 1 ranger card. So I think scout means like look at, and then you get to take one. I think that's what that means. I'm not sure. And then we can avoid, so we can exhaust a being. So if we avoid it, we turn it sideways. It's exhausted. And exhausted cards don't count for like that fatigue, right? We don't interact with them.
Count for like, because I know there's like when you draw one of these, you do whatever action is represented
on the bottom
there.
Yeah. So no, only on active cards. So if we exhaust it, we don't apply any of its effects either. Because you're right. When we do a test, which is perhaps the most important thing, like let's say we wanted to traverse. It's gonna use fitness. We're going to choose how many fitness we want to commit to it. It has to be at least 1. If you have 0 on your card, even if you can get them like from elsewhere, you can't do it. You need to have at least 1 on your card to do it. So I would have to spend these tokens. Let's say I spent 2. And then I would flip out a test card, one of these guys, and it's going to have numbers from +1 to -2 on it. And I'm going to use that as a modifier. And then it's going to determine kind of my result, basically, right? And then potentially something's going to happen based on what's on the bottom of this card.
I don't want the red one. It says, if there's an active Sitka Doe, the bark charges. Suffer 1 injury.
Well, that sounds yucky. We don't want that to happen. Okay, so...
We don't.
What are we thinking we want to do? You can perform, like, is there something you can do? There's the Sitka Buck you really can't interact with other than to either connect with it or to avoid it, right? Because like mine, like there's an action on here. There's a test I can do. I can shoo away the doe. Okay. I don't know what it means to move it. It says I can shoo it away.
Moves it up to along the way.
That doesn't sound very useful, but I don't know. But I can. There's a big reference thing in this guy. Wrong book. Let's take a look at this book.
Too many books.
There's only 2. I just put that one away. There's all the extra things at the back. There's quite a bit of, reference material. An appendix. So I was hoping that it was going to tell me here on this keywords, but it does not say move. I don't know what that means then. Anyways, we'll figure that out. We'll figure it out. What kind of thing are you thinking that you want to do, Sarah? You're first, right?
I don't know. I didn't pick up a very good card.
You didn't pick up a very good card. Moved, page 23. Let's see. Oh, one before. Oh, additional concepts. Not in the keywords, but rather in the additional concepts, which are inexplicably separated by this card anatomy. So it says move. The card is moved to a different area than the one in which it currently sits. If it isn't specified, you can choose to move it either along the way or within reach of a ranger of your choice. Oh, so I could like move the doe over here and then you could try and connect with it, for instance. It's slightly easier, but it's not that much easier, right?
But hey, I already have 3, so I just need 1 more.
Just need 1 more.
And you have that thoughtful thing, which you can commit to any ranger's test.
You're right. I could. Oh, this is not the book that I want. Why do I keep looking at this? I'm thinking, oh, wait, this is the book that I want. I'm crazy. Enjoying the epic music?
The power
Okay.
is mine.
I wanted to see if we were supposed to pick up any other cards or anything, but I don't think so. I think it's just the one, right? So, all right, Sarah. So we got to do something. What are we gonna do? Generally, you can't interact with. I don't know. The rules are actually really unclear about whether you can interact with cards in front of other players. In some places, it explicitly said you cannot, and in other places, it said you can.
Well, I remember, like, when you're taking a test, you can't, like, interact with anything.
Oh, like you couldn't shoo this away.
No, I couldn't.
That's right. That's what it was. Tests on other players' cards you can't do. That's right. Okay.
Unless you have a card that's like, you can use this on a test for another player. Which I don't think there is any cards.
No, they probably are, right? So.
See, it specifies along the way within reach.
Totally. So, you can't shoo the deer. What are you going to do?
Well,
I think you should potentially try either avoiding the buck so that we can put some progress on the ancestors' grove, because you're not going to tame it in one go, right? Or I mean, this also gets completely refreshed every turn, not every turn, but every round, right? So it might not be a terrible idea to use your focus, right? Maybe round is the wrong term.
Well, that's
No. Refresh. You draw a card. Each ranger regains all energy and draws a ranger card.
Okay, so I want to... Well, I picked up a focus card.
So you have oodles of focus.
Yeah, so maybe I should do the test.
Okay. So how much focus do you have? 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's make sure we get this right, because you can also commit those other... okay, so focus, you can take the remember action, right?
Mm-hmm.
In order to... because you would use your spirit in order to tame this guy, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you would... you can use your focus to scout ranger cards equal to your effort and then draw one. So... how much effort do you want to put in? I don't know what scout means. I'm going to assume scout means look at. But let's check.
Well, the highest is 1, so...
It says, when you're instructed to scout a deck, you look at that number of cards, then place any number of those cards on the top or bottom of that deck in the order of your choosing. So, you're going to focus? Mm-hmm. Or, yeah, okay. Or remember, I guess?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that deck. It's this deck. Right?
Deck.
So how much energy are you going to spend? Right?
2.
So then you won't be able to take any other focus actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe I only want to commit 1. There's 0.
0 what?
0, like, presents.
Okay, so you're... Okay, whoa. Did you understand how... You don't get to look through your whole deck. Okay, so listen. Let's talk about this again. So you get to scout as many as energy you spend, and then you get to draw 1. So if you scouted 3, you'd look at the top 3 cards.
Oh,
And then you draw 1 of those. If you scout 2, you get to look at the top 2, but then all of this is going to be gone. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So these go away. You can also use the approach icons on your cards, right? Like these things, right? Like on your other card, if it was a focus one. Is it?
It is.
Oh, so you could have just spent these 2 if you wanted.
Can I do that now?
Sure, right? Because the problem is that once this is at 0, you can't take actions involving focus anymore, even if you had this in hand, right?
Where do I put it?
I was, well, where do you want this pile to live? You moved it, and now I don't know where you had it.
Here.
So put it beside it to the left. We'll call that the discard, right?
Okay. I'm gonna pick one of these to draw. This one I'll just put at the top.
You want to draw it next turn or soon?
Yeah, I want to draw it.
Okay, so that was your action, right? So you remembered your training to scout ranger cards.
Yep.
Okay. So I can try and shoo this doe so that this is less bad, right? But if I want to be able to do that, then I would need to, like, we'll have to, it's spirit. I have 1 spirit, so I'm unlikely to be successful, right? And I can add the, I don't remember what those are called. I can add conflict. I chose conflict. I can add conflict cards. So I think I also want to try and remember my training. But I'm simply just going to remember. I'm just going to spend 1 to remember my training. So I'm going to scout 1 card and then draw 1, which is this one, balanced. Hey, look. It's the correct one. Okay. So.
My turn.
Yep. So the only thing with turns is we can take turns in any order. If there was more players, we could take them in any order. When there's just 2 players, we basically have to alternate. Okay? Unless nobody else is playing. So what you got? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Well,
You should try to charm the buck.
do I have to draw a card?
No, we're just taking turns. Right? Until you rest. You don't draw. We draw a card at the start of the round, and then we take any number of turns with however many cards are in hand. Right?
Okay.
If you wanna draw another card, you need to focus or remember. Take the remember action again. Right?
I'm gonna play this compassionate.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna do the spirit test,
So you're gonna connect with the Sitka buck.
and I'm gonna commit this to get an extra 2.
So you're using all of yours
Yeah.
because you're gonna connect with 5. Is that right? Okay, because it says on your card here, it says connect X with the life around you. So it says add, what are those called? Progress tokens to a being equal to your effort. So Sarah's using her compassionate card as well as her 3 tokens to get 5. These are 3s on the back, I think. No, some of them are 3s.
Well, this is just 5, so I just
Yeah, so you're gonna end up clearing that card, right? So we got to make sure we do that correctly because we've not done this before, right? So clear. That's on page 18. I was almost there. I was so close. So when a card has tokens on it equal to or exceeding its threshold, it clears. When you clear a card, you perform any instructions in its text labeled clear.
Nope.
Okay. If there's a campaign guide entry noted next to clear, blah, 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 blah. No?
Nope.
Okay, so this gets discarded then, with no effect, right?
Let's just put it over here.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was just looking at it. Okay, so you got rid of that, which means now you're going to be able to travel and it's not going to cost you fatigue, right? Which fatigue, you just discard cards, which is not ideal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Does Dad think
Does Dad think what?
that the Sitka buck looks amazing? Like, imagine it standing on a rock, like regal.
It does look very.
buck.
It does look very impressive, like gorgeous.
And the
you know?
doe is just like, I made it.
Mhm.
Not to be noticed.
You didn't need to do a test for that. Hey, yeah, it was just. I think we messed that up because these are all tests, right?
Yeah.
So you had 5 focus, and we should have drawn a card, right? I got confused because it was adding things, but we don't add it directly. We flip the thing, right? We messed that up. We're noobs. We're noobs.
We should have named it Let's Explore the Wilderness with Noobs.
Well, I thought about putting that in there, and then I was like, what, is every single time we play going to be 2 noobs explore the wilderness? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe it should have been. Okay, so we messed that up. So you committed 5 effort, right? Mm-hmm. Then we have to apply the modifiers with the deck that I shuffled, which is here. Dun 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 dun. So these range from 0 to -2, or from 1 to -2.
Oops,
oh, you flip over 2 cards. Okay, just put them back down, and don't just look. Ugh.
Yes!
Okay, so you actually had 6. Okay, cool. And then you would do this, but I think you only do that for things that are like between you and what you were resolving, I think.
I think it does it for everything.
Active cards are any ready cards in the surroundings, along the way, within reach of you, or in your player area. So this would be one, but this wouldn't, because it's not. It's kind of like, right? So choose a card from your ranger discard. Place it on top of your fatigue stack. Oh, that sucks. So, which one's it going to be? I think we just, because we're playing the tutorial, I think you get it back anyway. So we're going to call this one, these ones fatigued, and these ones discarded. Okay. But hey, at least you succeeded at the test, right? So I guess we also messed that up when we did the focus tests, right? Because we might have gotten focus 0 or something.
But it'll be okay. We already did that.
Oh, maybe I misunderstood this too. I thought this was you scout the cards, but you probably scout the cards first and then just draw whatever's next. So it might be the card you scouted, but it might not if you put them on the bottom. Anyways, we're learning. We're learning. It's okay.
We're noobs.
We are noobs. It is true. Okay, so I got to deal with this dough. So I think I want to do...
I have something to mention first. Look how scary this is.
Yeah, that's probably why I got us to take it and set it out, right? Okay, so I think I should try and why would I shoo this away? I can move it, but that just means moving it like to you or something. I need to clear it, right? Mm-hmm. So...
You should do like a No, I mean, not a fitness.
I can avoid it. I don't have a way to like attack it per se, right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But there isn't a way to do that, right? So, because yeah, if I shoo it, it just gets in. I just move it. It just puts it in your way, right? So I think probably I need to. Do I need to try and connect with it? I'm never going to be able to do that. I don't have a practical way of getting rid of this thing, right? Right?
Yeah.
Man, this music is too much. Sarah's too into it. Okay, I'm going to try and exhaust this guy. I'm going to try and just avoid the dough. So I'm going to spend 1 focus, or 1 awareness, and my balance card here. Okay? Can we stop being so... Like, that is intense, Sarah. You're shaking the whole table.
What?
Okay? What are you doing with that? I'm just discarding that. I'm spending it. Okay? I'm spending 2 in order to try and avoid X. I need to avoid at least 1 to avoid the Sitka dough.
Oh,
okay?
But you could get a minus.
I could.
Hey,
but I got a +1. So managed to avoid, and I get to exhaust the Sitkado, which means now I can travel to here, which is our goal, remember, without having to deal with the doe. I'm avoiding her. Okay, so what are you going to do? You have no cards in hand, but you can still traverse, right? With your 1 fitness. You can only do it once. Do you have any of the little compassy cards in your deck? Did you take any of those? I think I took 0. You also have none.
I don't think so.
All right.
And I have no cards to commit, but I need to get at least 1. So maybe I'll hopefully get a +1, not a minus.
I mean, the alternative is you could just try and focus to draw some more cards, and then you could use your fitness on the next turn, and maybe you'll get a card that'll help you or let you take an action or something. I don't know.
Okay. I want to do the traverse so that we can start working.
Oh, you know what? I should have done this. It says, after you succeed at a test in which you committed this attribute, that's what I did, right? You may suffer 1 fatigue to gain 1 energy of any type. So I'm going to assume that means that I can exceed my limit or my number here, right?
Yeah.
So I can fatigue this card in order to gain a fitness so that we can make it there. So give me a fitness.
Yeah, you can exceed your limit. It just will go back down at the end.
Yeah, it starts there. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So I would draw cards if I was you, but I'm not you. So what do you pick whatever you want. What are you going to do?
You know what? I think I will draw a card.
You're going to spend 1? So, okay. Let's make sure we get this correct because I misunderstood this last time. So you're going to spend 1. We're going to flip a card and then...
Hey, we didn't do the mountain.
Oh, you're right. We didn't do the mountain. Well, there are no mountain cards. If this test
added progress. Add 1 additional, but it didn't.
It didn't. Well, that would have been really cool. Anyways, okay. So, so you're trying to remember your training, right? Mm-hmm. And you scout ranger cards equal to your effort.
And then I draw 1.
And then you draw 1. So I think we still flip this.
Yes.
Right? And you had an effort of 0. So you don't get to scout, but I think you still draw a card.
Yeah.
Right?
Do I get this back?
No, it's gone. You spent it, but I think we scout 0 and then draw 1.
I do have compass cards.
Well, isn't it good that we did that then? All right, so it's my turn. I'm going to go for the go big or go home.
Fitness time!
Fitness, because if you fail, you suffer an injury. And if you suffer 3 injuries, you have to end the day, which means the game's over, essentially. For the day's over. And each game that we play is a day. Okay, so I'm gonna spend all 3 of my fitness. And I don't have any of those cards, so whatever.
You don't have any cards in hand.
Yeah,
Actually,
I have 1.
You do.
I have 1, but I'm never gonna draw any of these because I didn't draft any. So I'm gonna spend 3. So I'm gonna try to traverse 3, and then we're gonna flip this out.
0.
And I got 0. So I get to add 3 markers, and we got the mountain. So I get to actually add an additional marker.
That means
we already did it. Bam! I did the big push.
Yeah.
The big push for.
Look at this beautiful slider cam.
There you go. I'm glad you like it so much.
I love the slider.
I don't like how much you shake it when you get so excited, but what's this say? Discard 1 cloud from this card. If there are no clouds remaining, flip it. Oh, that's that's clouds rolling in, I think, or something. Anyways, we don't do the refresh happens at the end. Mm-hmm. And we're specifically not supposed to do it in the tutorial here. So
we made it to the boulder field.
So we keep playing. Well, so we decide when we make it to the boulder fields, right? At the end, when you rest, you can decide to travel, right? So now that we've gotten enough experience there, we can travel if we want.
I want to travel.
So you just want to rest?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think we get to. I mean, I don't know if we get to draw any. I don't know if we get to draw any more cards or anything like that. I'm really struggling to open this book to the first page. Because I think we get to keep our cards that are in hand. Right? So, anyways, I think prior to resting, it might make sense to use your focus to draw a card. But it's up to you because you might suffer if we get negative effects or whatever. Right? What are you going to do?
Probably draw a card.
Okay. So focus test.
Committing 1.
You
0.
get to scout one, so you get to look at it. And then you basically decide, is that the card you want to draw, or do you want to draw a different one that you don't know? Because you either put that on the top and draw it, or put it on the bottom and draw something else.
Or I can put it in the middle.
No, it's top or bottom. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't want to draw that one?
No.
Okay, so then what do you draw?
Compass!
Oh, wow, okay. So I'm just gonna speed this up. I think if I was min-maxing, I'd probably try to do this twice, but I'm just gonna spend my 2 focus. Oh, we gotta do this.
Mountain.
Doesn't do anything, right?
No progress.
So I get to scout 2. Thorough and thorough. Do I want to draw a thorough card? Well, that's 2 of those. That would be good. I'll put one here and one here, and then I'll draw one of them. And then I think we can both just say we're going to rest now, right?
I'm gonna rest. Goodbye.
Okay. A very musical rest. Okay.
See?
Oh my gosh. That was a weird snorty snore. I didn't like that.
That's what snoring is supposed to sound. It's like, yeah, that's what snoring's supposed to sound like.
So
Right?
So we can travel, right? When we've rested, if the location has progress equal to or exceeding its threshold, you may travel. If you do, remove all path cards from the play area, choose a new location, and assemble the path deck for the new location. So this goes away, okay? And these get removed as we traveled from the Ancestors' Grove. You move those. I'm struggling to pick those up. Okay, it says, if you successfully travel to Boulder Field, reshuffle all the woods cards. So that's these guys, right? And don't forget to put that caustic, whatever his face is, in there.
Caustic Muncher.
Yeah, so it says reshuffle those and then follow the setup instructions for Boulder Field. So we traveled to Boulder Field. We're succeeding at the tutorial. It says here, I'm gonna read this one, okay? It says, as you walk beneath the shade of a long-limbed oak, you think back to your youth, living and playing in the villages and wild spaces of the valley. A light breeze cools your skin, and it conjures a memory of your apprenticeship. You had finished your first day's work, sweat cooling on your skin, overlooking the Silverfin, its water sparkling with the colors of sunset. You stood at a moment of promise. Now, as a newly sworn ranger, you stand at another, buoyed by the lessons learned in your youth.
Okay. Arrival setup. Lead Ranger. Draw one challenge card and do the following based on the challenge icon on that card. Sun is scout 2 path cards, then draw 1 path card. Mountain is just draw a path card. And then the weird flower plant thing is scout.
Okay.
Scout 3 path cards, then draw 2 path cards.
Okay. So.
Oh, yay!
So you get to look at the top 3 cards and then decide if they go on the top or the bottom. Caustic Mulcher goes on the bottom. And then you have to draw 2. So what do you got? A Sunberry Bramble and a Sitkado. Those don't seem too bad, right?
No, they're both 1 presence.
Okay.
And in Boulder Fields, all presents, reduce the presence of all beings in play by 1. So they're 0.
Okay, cool.
Actually, this is a feature, so not 0 for that one.
Because this was presence of all
beings.
Oh, of all beings. Okay. So, it says here, now that you have a sense for how you interact with the game, it's time to choose your background. Your background represents the formative years of your ranger's life, where they grew up, their occupation, and how they spent their time before they took on greater responsibilities in the valley. So it says, find each of the 4 background card sets: Artisan, Forager, Shepherd, and Traveler. Each background set contains 18 cards, 2 copies of 9 unique cards. Place these sets in the center of the play area so that all players can see them. Beginning with the lead ranger, choose one background set and place it in front of you. Then the next player to the left does the same. Okay, so are those them?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Let's see. I think those are exactly them. How many are there, Sarah? Count them.
Okay, so...
Yeah, these are not them, I don't think.
There's only 16 of each.
Okay.
Unless I counted them wrong.
Which is incredibly possible. I mean, unless they made it just horrifically difficult and all of these are... I mean, these seem named like they would be that sort of thing. What's on the back of those? Okay, awesome. So they didn't actually give us a practical way of determining which these are because they're all like mixed together and all the cards remaining in the game have the same card art. Do they say on them somewhere what they are? Like, does it say background or something?
Well, on these two it says setup, so I don't think these are...
Okay, so at the bottom, it says what's in the middle. It says what card. Oh, that's only on the other ones that are in the bottom left corner. It says what it is. Reward. Those are reward cards. All right, these traveler, artisan. These are the ones. These are them, Sarah.
Them are these.
Yeah, but unfortunately, these are split. So take those and let's put them like the travelers are green, right? No, they're not. No, they're not. The traveler, they're not split at all. You get a multitude of colors. I'm mistaken. Traveler, 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 traveler. Okay, so this is traveler. Whoa, don't do it. I was wrong. Where did you get these from? No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So I coincidentally split it exactly correct. This is the artisan deck. So what does this start? This is a shepherd.
Shepherd. Let me find all the shepherds.
Okay. That's weird. My computer monitor's turned off. I don't like that at all. There we go. I just hit a button on here just to stop them. Don't worry about it.
Okay, this is shepherd.
So those should all be the rest of them. There's only 4 types. Right? Forager. So there's a couple extra at the bottom. Okay. You're making this so awkward, Sarah. Like, okay. These are something else because...
Okay, let's put them to the side for now.
4 of 14. They don't even... Yeah, they go here. Because we were told to pick the 4 backgrounds, right? Artisan, Forager, Shepherd, and Traveler. So what do you want to be? Do you want to be a Shepherd, a Traveler, an Artisan, or a Forager? You understand what each of those things are?
No.
Okay, so a Forager... You know what it means to forage.
Yeah, like you gather like berries.
Yeah, to go search. Forage for berries is the quintessential type of foraging, right? So it means to go like searching and gathering something, right? Okay. A traveler, I think you can figure out. An artisan is going to be somebody who like creates stuff. Like you might be an artisan if you make
science
pottery,
stuff.
or you might make bread. You know, you could be artisanal bread would be a thing. It basically means you have like a trade, a craft that you do, right? What that is probably not very well determined. That's what you want to be?
No,
a shepherd.
at them.
A shepherd. What do you think a shepherd does?
Somebody who gathers sheep.
Keeps sheep, cares for sheep, right?
There's lots of inventive stuff in there.
Okay. So what do you want to be?
I don't know. Maybe you should pick first.
Oh, but you're our lead.
I can't decide.
Okay.
I mean, I wanted to look through the decks.
Well, I mean, we could do that, but that's going to take forever. Listen. I would say let's think about this narratively, right? You're
In tune with nature.
in tune with nature. So I think it makes the most sense that you're either a shepherd or a forager, right? Or perhaps a traveler because you've, seen a lot of different places and gained an appreciation for nature that way. You're probably not an artisan though, right? So I think the one that's the most straightforward would just be the forager, right? But you're a green thumb, right? What do we got? We got green thumb, local fare, puffer crawler spores, familiar ground, carbon forged trowel, a secret garden, loose leaf tea, nature's abundance, and a static sifter. Interesting.
What do we got in the shepherd deck? We have One Eye Open, Riri the Sparrowhawk,
So you've trained her? You have a hawk?
A Gentle Nudge,
With a big sheep, yeah, okay.
Homeward Bound, Paratrepis Whistle,
Paratrepsis whistle? Okay, I don't know what that
A
is.
Deeper Understanding, Healing Touch, Calming Presence,
Yeah.
Oru the Sheepdog.
Okay, listen, that's the deck for you. 100%.
I have Oru the Sheepdog.
Yeah.
Being Companion Mammal Expert.
Wow.
The sheepdog is the dog.
I'm extremely focused. I think it makes the most sense that I am an artisan, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll get rid of the forager and the traveler. Set those aside. Okay, so it says here. Now that everyone has a set of background cards in front of them, take some time to look through the cards in your set and determine which cards you'd like to include in your deck. You'll choose a total of 5 unique cards from your background set. After choosing cards, be sure to check your aspect values. Some cards in the background set require you to have at least 2 in its aspect. Once all players have chosen which cards they would like to include in their deck, place any unchosen cards to the side. We'll revisit them later. So I don't know what the requirement. I think this is the requirement here. Like I would need 2 awareness. My spirit is my lowest one.
2 spirit to have Oru the Sheepdog.
Well, you have lots of spirit. I can't have energized hiking greaves because those require 2 spirit. I'm pretty sure that's the
Wait,
requirement.
do you get like a pair or only one of the cards?
You get the pair. You're picking 5 unique types of cards, and so you're going to add 10 cards to your deck, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Riri the Sparrowhawk, 2 awareness.
I think calming is certainly one that you want to have, right? Yeah. The thing shown on the left side is the
Calming Presence,
required.
only 1 spirit required. There.
That seems thematically appropriate, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can't use this one. And I think I probably
I
don't think there's any that require 3,
What's
right?
avian?
Like a bird.
Ooh. Okay, I got a hawk
Yeah.
and a dog.
And a dog. Okay, so you got all the pets and you can calm them down. That's cool. That's cool.
So now I get to pick 2 more, but I have to be able. Okay, I can get all of these. None of, except for the Homeward Bound and a Gentle Nudge. No, actually, I just only can't get Homeward Bound. So this one I'm just gonna, I don't know. I'll set it face up over here. I can't get it.
Okay.
Because you need at least 2 fitness for it. I only have 1. I can get a Gentle Nudge, though. It says each ranger may discard 1 progress from a being within reach of them to move that being. That's what it says.
Okay. All right, I'm trying to read my own here, and I'm not sure that I can have the bandwidth to figure out yours too. How's everyone enjoying the game tonight? I think pretty cool so far. Mm-hmm. We learned that Sarah's a shepherd because she has a multitude of pets.
I have a hawk.
Riri the sparrowhawk and
Oru the sheepdog.
Oru the sheepdog, and you have a calming presence.
Oru the sheepdog.
I heard she was a pumpkin. She wasn't a pumpkin. She was just very excited. right? Very excited. It's Grandma. So we are playing through the prologue of this game, and we are building our decks.
It says, when you rest, exhaust up to one being for each awareness in your energy pool. It's like an exhaust beings for free.
Okay.
I feel like that's good.
Is any of what you're taking gear or not really?
No, I don't have any gear.
None.
No. Actually, I have this whistle.
Okay.
Actually, this can cancel out damage for other rangers.
Oh, that's cool.
I feel like I want to take this. I should probably take it.
Okay.
Actually, that would be my last one, and I have one that it's like healing touch.
I have a lot of things that affect someone else's equipped gear, but you don't have any, right? Ooh, this affects equipped tech. There's tech gear. You know, tech is like a type of gear, I think.
Yeah, see? It says tech.
Yeah.
I could do healing touch, and it says choose one. Discard one harm from a being to add 3 progress to it, or heal 1 injury from a ranger.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. I want to get 3 more.
Well, you can't do that. We're picking 5 out of 9, so there's 4 that we can't get.
Yeah. I can't get Homeward Bound. Homeward Bound would be pretty good, though. Move all... actually, no. It says move all progress from a being to a feature. Features don't need that much progress.
Did you take any attachments?
Attachments?
Yeah, like this it says attachment.
I don't think so. Here, let me check. Oh, I got Calming Presence.
Okay, so yes, you did.
Yes.
Okay.
Friendly, persistent, unique. You can do a fitness test to pet your canine companion to ready this being and soothe one fatigue.
Okay.
A fitness test. Actually, in that fitness test, you can use hearts to power it up, and I have lots of hearts because I have the compassionate. They each have 2 hearts.
Wow. Okay. You have tons. What was the one we didn't have? Lots of the compassy one, right?
Yeah, only I have those.
That basically doesn't exist in my deck. This is the only card in the entire artisan deck that has any on it, and I was going to throw it away because the effect of it is to attach it to someone's someone's gear, and it says when a ranger performs a test with the attached gear, commit 1 effort. I think that means it has to be yours, but I don't know.
I'm gonna take Healing Touch.
I mean, I could always take this just for the icons too, right?
Yeah. So I didn't get Homeward Bound, a gentle nudge, Paratrepsis whistle, or a deeper understanding.
Wow. All right. I'm not taking the pocketed belt pouch, a moment of desperation, universal power cells, or energized hiking greaves. I'm taking a functional replica, masterwork, the mother of invention, the right tool, and favorite gear.
Okay, I'm taking Healing Touch.
These are the ones we didn't take?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking Healing Touch, One Eye Open, Riri the Sparrowhawk, Calming Presence, and Oru the Sheepdog. I've got all the animals. You know, I'm the animal person.
You have the aspect value. You can take all those cards. You have a high enough
1
aspect.
spirit, 1 awareness, 2 awareness. That's my max. 1 spirit, 2 spirit.
Okay.
I have it all.
Okay, so
I have it all.
this is take your hand ranger deck and discard, but not your fatigue stack. Okay. I don't know where I was reading that. And shuffle them together with your chosen background cards. Place your deck face down again. So drawing those extra cards was worthless. Basically, only the cards that we fatigued, that we had placed sideways, right, are out. We're taking everything else. Your deck, your discard, your hand, and the new cards we got. And we're shuffling them all together. Was this fatigued?
Yep.
Let's keep it face up.
Astute.
You're like Max. Max plays Dominion, and he puts his cards on the opposite side of literally everyone else. And it's super irritating because it's always, if ever there's a like confusion, it's because Max had his cards all weird.
What if Max is in chat?
I doubt it, but then I will laugh at it.
You'll just be like,
He knows he does it.
Sorry,
we've
Max.
talked to him about it a lot. He just doesn't care. He has a preference, and that's the way he's gonna do it. So, all right.
dun, 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 dun.
This music is way too epic for this session. We need like calming, exploring nature music, not like dun, 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 you know, like it's way too serious. It's way too serious. At least she kind of has an excuse, Sarah. For what? She's not pumpkining. You guys are crazy. All right, are your cards well shuffled? Do you want me to give them a quick riffle? Can you riffle them? How do you think we get better?
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? Rhymes with cactus. Oh, I can't reach my hand on the slider. Cam rhymes with. Why is this so hard? I failed. Practice. Rhymes with cactus.
Oh, so let me just add not.
Not practice. Yes.
Not practice, not cactus.
All right. I won't make you shuffle on camera because that would be mean. Okay, so we shuffled all that up, and it says,
Look at this wide tree.
Yep, it's very wide. Okay, so it says proceed to the refresh phase. Instead of drawing just one card, draw 6 cards as you would at the beginning of a game. Then play the next round as described on page 12 of the rulebook before proceeding to the next step. Oh, I missed reading this thing out. Why don't you read it out? It's this paragraph here in the box.
You pause to drink some water from your canteen. Voluminous, did I say that?
Voluminous, yeah.
Clouds
lots.
drift lazily overhead.
Big, fluffy.
You see Calypso emerge from the trees and walk down the trail towards you. Let's walk together for a while, she says. I need to share some last bits of wisdom with you. It may be some time until our paths cross again out here in the wild.
Cool. So, it says, instead of drawing just one card, draw 6. So the refresh phase, we ready all of our cards. So that means exhausted things would get refreshed, but the Sit Cadeau, for instance, was gone because we had traveled, right? But we ready all cards. We regain all of our energy. So do you want to do that for both of us? Put our tokens out to max?
Just like spirit all the way.
Yeah. And then instead of drawing one card, which is what we would normally do, because we would add it to our hand from last time, we draw 6 cards because it's the tutorial, right? Mm-hmm. Big focus. Nice. I need an extra. I need another one of these guys too.
I connect with the animals.
There you go.
And the sunberry bramble. I'm just like sunberry bramble.
Oh, at least she kind of had an excuse for putting her card on the opposite side. Yeah, it's true. It's true. We didn't discuss it. There wasn't isn't an acknowledged like way to do it for this game. So
no, so we just can put them wherever we want. Wait, we could put them in the shape of a keyboard.
That would be weird. Okay, so it says search the valley set for Calypsa. The valley set looks like, I can't really tell, brownish, reddish. It's not this one. Does this show us what set it's from? Like it would be so. There it is. It shows us. All right, because we don't need. No. Wait, didn't we have to draw? Did we draw these from the wrong set? Yeah, of course we did. Because these we don't need. We need to do the setup instructions for the correct set. Right. Then
we don't have to face off against that annoying
but there's probably worse things in there. We had the noob set, right?
Okay, let's find. At least it's not the Hydro Worm. Want the Hydro Worm instead?
Oh, weird. Do those cards exist in there? I'm very confused. Maybe this is just showing that like that's just the icon for it. That's not actually the set. It just looked really similar to... There isn't a set called Valley. So it says, search the Valley set for Calypsa, Ranger Mentor. But there isn't like, unless that's somewhere else. I will say this is one thing that's been challenging with this game is like almost all of the cards have the same back. So it's really difficult to know kind of what's what. Okay, where's the card that we did? This one. So it's totally something completely different. This is just an icon to let us know. It shows us what the path leading to it is. It looks like we're supposed to play this with the path set. So we did do this correctly. So we'll put our Sit Cadeau and thing back out there. But...
Oh, there's actually 4 Hydra worms.
Okay, let's just not talk about the Hydra worms.
But I'm scared. They're gonna give me nightmares. They're not actually gonna give me nightmares.
Well, that's good.
They're just extremely scary.
Is this the Valley deck? Is it? No, these are missions.
Maybe we should,
Can you pick up the card you just dropped?
It fell in my lap. Because I have expert...
Oh, the Valley set. Okay, so
I
this
saw that
is...
set.
Yeah. This is, I think that's...
Somewhere in here.
I think that's all of the cards are like that. Don't they all have a icon like that somewhere? I remember this. There's pivotal cards, and then there's other non-pivotal ones, right? Location sets. Certain locations have notable people or places to seek. These locations are pivotal.
At least you're lucky it's not this other brown set.
So is this a pivotal location? No, it doesn't show that.
Oh, I found the set.
We found some of them. Those are just... Okay, whoa, don't... You just like how cute that cat looks. Okay, don't pull them out. Look. Lots of cards are going to be like that, right? I don't know that these are the correct cards.
Let me see if I can find Calypsa here.
All right.
I found it.
Cool. So it says... Man, that was difficult. So, put her into play within reach of a ranger of your choice. Don't read her campaign entry during the prologue, however. Your goal for the round is to clear Calypsa by placing sufficient experience tokens on her.
Clear?
Yeah. So we have to... She's friendly. We have to either place harm or progress on her. She's a being, so...
And reduce the presence. So it's 1.
Okay, but why do we care about the presence?
Because that controls how much, like, of these you need to put out for X. At least.
I don't think so. I think you're crazy.
I think you're crazy.
I think you're crazy.
I think you're crazy about dots.
It's true, I am.
See, there's dots right there.
Okay, so are we giving Calypsa to me or to you?
I think I already have enough to deal with.
Okay.
But it would be easier to progress.
You're the one who's better at being friendly with people. I'm particularly bad at being friendly with people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, I think, Ms. Lead Ranger, you should just handle all the stuff. You got the Sunberry Bramble, which would probably kill me. The Sit Cadeau and Calypsa Ranger Mentor.
You know what? I'm gonna get you back for this.
On the common tests card, you'll find the connect test. Try using this test to place experience on Calypsa. Hey, guess who's good at that? Well, it ain't me. Okay? When you clear Calypsa, or before you move on to the refresh phase, read the following. Okay, so we're going to do that after we've played. So you're first. What are you doing?
Oh,
did you draw your 6 cards?
No.
I did. Man, this is... It's so intense.
You can play cards. Okay. There's a test on this as well. I have too many tests. Where should we play cards? And so like here?
I don't know. Depends what it says.
I'll just play my Riri the Sparrowhawk.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't say if I can like exhaust it. Because there's a special effect for that.
What do you mean? If it doesn't, I don't think it goes in reach. I think it's in your, so you have to pay its cost.
To awareness.
Yeah. Right?
No more awareness cards, I guess.
Right. So it says pay its cost. And then it has an effect based on its type. So what type? That's a being?
Yeah, being.
Features or beings are ranger cards that function like a path card. When you play these cards, place them within reach of you and treat them like a path card for as long as they remain in play. You were right. Okay.
Can I like exhaust it?
Well, you could on your like next turn,
Okay.
right? You played a card. Now it's my turn, right? It's really unclear to me. What the difficulty of the tests are supposed to be. But
maybe we should momentarily I don't know, like,
you need a break?
yes.
Okay, why did you just say that? All right, Sarah needs a quick break. So we're going to take a 2-minute break. I'm pretty sure you're right. I think if we want to like do a connect with this, we need the 2 as our difficulty, I think, right? And then the number that we put out is whatever, you know? But anyways, I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to do a little problem solving on our difficulties of these tests just to make sure we've got it correctly. And we will meet you back here in just a couple minutes. Okay? So we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm gonna exhaust Riri the Sparrowhawk.
What's that do?
And it says, add 1 harm to a being in the same area as its companion. Now, I'm going to strategically place it here.
Why?
For reasons I can't explain.
What? Why are you trying to harm Calypso? We're trying to clear her.
Yeah, you need to clear her.
But we like Calypso. Why would we harm her?
I'm not... Okay, reasons I can't explain.
Well, couldn't you just do the couldn't you okay, fine. I'm gonna choose to believe that punching Calypso in the face is gonna with a hawk is gonna be the most effective way to clear her. I don't know why we're doing that. Okay, and then I'm gonna try and travel. So are we supposed to travel? I don't even know. We're just supposed to clear her, and that's it, right? So, I think I can do any of these. I have no cards I can do anything with. All of mine are like buffing to gear, and you just don't have any. So I might as well try and travel, right? There's no compelling reason why we wouldn't do that. So I'm going to use my masterwork as well as my 2 fitness. So that's 3. Okay. And I get -1. So I have 2, but that's okay. We still traversed difficulty 1. So I add equal to my effort, and we got the mountain. So I get to add 4. I did it again. Bam.
But we can choose when to travel. We choose when we...
Yeah, we don't have to do it. When we rest, we choose if we wanted to travel. It has to have at least the correct number. All right, here we go. All right, continue punching Calypsa in the face, I guess, with a bird.
No, I'm going to use my healing touch.
Okay. What's it say?
It says, discard 1 harm from a being to add 3 progress to it for
Okay.
1 spirit.
Okay. So you're going to put that in your discard pile. I think this works. Like a draw pile, discard pile, fatigue pile, right?
So, I have cleared.
Okay.
Calypso.
So let's get this clear. Let's be let's think about this narratively. So we saw Calypsa, and Riri attempted to notice that she had a creepy crawly on her back and attempted to, catch it, but in so doing, scratched her and hurt her. And then you were like, don't worry, I got this. And you used your healing touch to calm her and soothe her wounds, and now she loves us. Okay.
I told you punching her in the face with a hawk was a good idea.
Okay. Maybe we should try and think of it narratively next time and come up with a bit of a backstory other than punching her with a hawk. Which really sounds like you've got the hawk by the legs and are like a rubber chicken. Like, think of it if you hit someone with a rubber chicken. That's what I'm imagining. Poor Calypso. What did she do to deserve that? All right. All right. So, let's see here. It says, when you clear Calypsa or before you move on to the refresh phase, regardless of whether or not you cleared her, read the following. So we just cleared Calypsa, right? She would be removed from play. And would be, I guess, over here. Yeah. So, and that was the last time I went swimming near a lutrinal halt. You and Calypsa share a laugh. She takes the hem of your cloak between her thumb and forefinger and nods solemnly. You are now a ranger of the valley.
Yeah.
She says. You are charged with protecting its people.
Wait. Remember Sky Team? We've been promoted.
Yeah, exactly. You're now a ranger of the valley, she says. You are charged with protecting its people and lending aid to any in need. But while you do, take care to look out for each other. Your fellow rangers will need you, and you will need them. She steps back and smiles. It's time to return to Lone Tree Station. I must go by a different route, but I will see you there.
Hey.
It says, return Calypsa, ranger mentor to the valley set. Okay. I don't know how we knew that. Oh, it says the valley. Okay, that's not what these say, right? These say woods. Okay, so in this huge stack of cards, there's some that say valley. I think this is a take these cards inside and get Mom to help us organize them.
Also, wait, because we did something wrong, shouldn't that mulcher... Yeah, the mulcher's still on the bottom.
Yeah, I fixed it because we didn't actually do it wrong. We thought we had, but we had done it correctly.
Listen to the music.
It sounds scary. What mulcher things groove to? Oh, some of these cards are not cut to the same size. That is deeply irritating. Okay, so we returned her to the Valley set. Now that you've had an opportunity to try out some cards from your background set, it's time. Sarah, we got a choice to make. It's time to choose your specialty. Your Ranger's specialty represents their recent past and the occupation to which they've dedicated themselves prior to joining the Rangers. Find each of the 4 specialty sets: Artificer, Consolator, Explorer, and Shaper. Each specialty set contains 26 cards. Place these sets in the center of the play area so all players can see them, beginning with the last player to choose a background set. Wait, I chose mine first. No, you chose yours. You chose your shepherd. That's right. So I get to choose first. So that was the other ones, right? The engineer and stuff. Or whatever. These guys? Those are rewards. Where are they? Here? I think you're wrong.
Oh yeah, these are the ones that we've...
Yeah. Here's the explorer. Okay. Artificer. You okay?
I dropped,
Oh, I thought you were like hurt yourself or something.
These are just cards from my hand that I dropped.
Dun, dun, dun.
Done. Done. Riri's just like, I'm a hawk. Suffer.
Suffer? Wow. Okay. Jeez, that was terrifying. I don't like that. You were kind of like burping up a storm.
I have the hiccups.
Okay, yeah, a consolator. I was looking this up. So it's like conciliate, which is not what it's written. It's not written as is what I thought the word was. Oh no, it is there. It is in there. Conciliator. Okay. So anyways, somebody who counsels other people, right? So, what do I want to be? An explorer? That kind of fits me. I'm
artificer.
I'm focused. I'm like an engineering type, right? I'm an artisan. I think I should be the artificer. This is me.
You're the artificer?
Yeah, so you're either an explorer, conciliator, what that's so hard to say, or a shaper, which is what I think would be your deal.
Let me look. Ooh, root snare. Sky whip.
That's cool.
Weapon. Stave of the sun. What should never be. Shape the earth. Staff of the wanderer. Throng of life. Novice lens. Rod of the clouds. Harmonize.
That sounds...
Seen through cycles. Scepter of harmony.
That sounds appropriate, right?
I need to see the other ones.
Okay.
A leaf in the breeze. Hydro lens goggles. Orlin hiking stave. Afforded by nature. Phonoscopic headset.
Sounds cool.
Field journal. Hidden trail. Walk with me. Breathe into it. Cradled by the earth.
One of the artificer cards is missing. Just one copy of one. That doesn't really make sense. Oh, because some of these are... Oh no, they're just like out of order. Maybe we were looking through them or something. All of the other ones are in pairs, but not this
Intention
one.
translator. Safeguard.
Oh, these are roll cards. That's why. Okay.
Kokoto the ferret. It's cute.
Oh, you're gonna have like an army of animals. You're like a druid or something.
Animals attack.
And then heal. Now heal.
There's just so many. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's so cute.
Well, then pick that one.
I'm gonna pick the
You're-
consolator.
Conciliator, I think.
Yes.
All right. I don't know how to say that word. It's an awkward one. Okay, so listen. This is awful, Sarah. This is going to be really rough. Okay, so we're going to get rid of these ones. Okay, so we have... the first two cards are roll cards. Okay?
Mhm.
You're going to pick one of those. Okay?
I have Voice of the Elders and Guardian.
I'm going to be a masterful engineer. Okay? And then, from all of these other ones, Keeping in mind there's still restrictions on... Oh, some of them you need 3 for. Okay, so keeping in mind there's still restrictions from all these, just like the other set, we're going to pick 5 pairs.
But
There's more.
I'm picking Pocono the ferret.
I know you're picking the ferret. Yeah, I know it.
The ferret's just like, I'm cute, I belong with
what do
Riri
these
and
do?
Oru. Exhaust.
Guardian?
Reduce a being's present to 0 until the end of your turn.
So that would make some tests really easy, right?
Yeah.
That could be really...
Fitness.
Yeah, that could be really good.
Voice of the Elders. Exhaust. Spend 1 energy to add 1 token to an aid card.
I don't know what an aid card is. I would pick the Guardian one, just because that seems like it plays into your ability really well. Okay. So now you got to pick 5 of your other cards. Okay. I'm gonna suggest. Listen, check out your 3 spirit card, and see what it's like. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Hokoto the ferret, please.
Please be 3 spirit.
2 spirit.
Do you have a 3 spirit? I think we got. Yeah, there's 3 in each of these. Like.
3 spirit is a dear friend.
Okay. Search the path deck and discard path deck and discard for a human and put them into play with this card attached. When the attached human is cleared, move the experience from it to any number of other beings divided as you choose. That's super cool. So you could move it, you could put an easy card out where you can pass the test easily and then move all of the experience, gain something for clearing it, and move all that experience to somewhere else. That's crazy. I think you should pick that for
keeping
sure.
that. And of course, Pocono the ferret.
Of course, Pocono the ferret. How could I forget?
Nidocite sentinel.
Nidocite sentinel. It's like a bacteria or something, or it looks like one. It looks like a octopus, right?
Attached to a being. Use 1 alarm. When a challenge effect on that attached being would resolve, cancel that effect. A small ceramic device worn at your waist sends a pulse of energy to your chest, alerting you to potential dangers.
I can take these Memlev tracking poles in order to use focus instead of fitness to travel. So that means I could potentially use both fitness and focus to travel in 1 round. That's super good because we're really low fitness as a group.
Safeguard. Look at safeguard. Response. When a ranger would suffer an injury or harm would be added to a being, cancel that effect. Suffer 1 injury.
I'm going to pick a stone in the river because this gives me the compass one. And if I avoid something successfully, I can avoid a second being as well. That could be really useful. I'm getting set up well for lots of traveling. I don't know if that's worth it though.
Tracked. Attached to a being. Response. After a challenge effect on that attached being resolves, add 1 track. Use 1 track. When a ranger performs a test, commit 1 effort.
Oh, I can't get this one. This one's cool. When I would suffer fatigue, instead I would suffer 0 fatigue, and I can use it 3 times, but it costs 2 spirit, and I only have 1, so I can't do that one no matter what.
Follow in footsteps. Response. After you succeed at a connect test, which is spirit,
which you do all the time for the record,
add progress to a feature equal to your effort. This in addition to the test's standard effect.
So you get to add the progress to whatever you were connecting with, and then you also get to add progress to a feature,
which is something like this.
Like that. I mean, you're gonna do this. Like connecting is your bread and butter move, right?
It's 1 fitness. Yeah.
Yay! Living the dream.
Surveyed land. Attached to a feature. Reduce the attached feature's presence by 1 for each marker on this attachment. It starts with 1 marker. Oh, you have to. There's stuff like charges, like on the side. It tells you how much it starts.
How many
with.
charges it has? Yeah.
You'd probably use these to track that.
Yes, you would. The generic markers, yeah.
Okay, I've picked Pocono the ferret, a dear friend, and follow in footsteps.
Pocono the ferret, get out of here.
I got the animals. You got the tech. Mail marker.
I can get a lot of stuff that helps us move, interestingly.
Okay. Ancestral teachings. Exhaust a being that add progress to that being equal to the number of exhausted beings within reach. That might be nice. I want to get the sentinel. The sentinel. Oh wait. I can't.
Why?
It's 3 focus.
Oh, darn.
You could get it. You could get it. But you don't have it. The highest thing I can get that I would actually want to get is the intention translator. Exhaust, use 1 charge. When a ranger performs a connect test, commits 1 effort. That would be really good. I can commit effort to your connect tests.
Okay.
And I can do that 3 times. Okay, now I can pick 1 more. Tranquilla snare.
Well, that sounds cool.
Attached to a being. Reduce the attached being's presence by 1 for each snare on this attachment. Oh, this is an aid card.
Ah, okay.
Ooh, look it. The mesh of interlocking snares hums with a gentle harmonic energy that can soothe even the most aggressive of beings.
So that's some cool future tech, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Now I'm done.
Okay, those are the extra ones?
Mm-hmm.
That you're not getting?
No, these are the ones that I'm getting. Reread the sparrow.
Get out of here.
I got the animals, okay?
Pakoto the ferret. Oh my god.
I got the animals. You got the, let's climb now. And I'm just like, army of animals, lift me.
Not so loud. Okay. So it says, once all players have chosen which cards they'd like to include, place any unchosen cards to the side along with unchosen cards from your background set. We'll revisit these shortly. Maybe we get all of them or something. That'd be cool. Okay, so it says, take your hand, your ranger deck, and discard, but not your fatigue stack, and shuffle them together with your chosen specialty cards. Place them face down again. If you've chosen Shaper as your specialty, is that what you chose? No, you didn't. So none of us have done that. Okay. So it says, proceed to the refresh phase. Instead of drawing just 1 card, draw 6. Then proceed to the next round of play. Regardless of your current location, your goal this round is to travel to Lone Tree Station. If you're able to travel at the end of the round, travel to Lone Tree Station and complete the prologue. Well, we know we're going to be able to do that because we have enough experience or progress on that thing to make it there. Okay, so take everything except our fatigue cards and shuffle them. Your roll card isn't in your hand, by the way, your guardian. Like, this is another card that lives here. Like, that's you, and it gives you a special ability that you can exhaust, right? You can also exhaust it to take 2 turns back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. Sarah, Little Miss Butterfingers tonight.
Maybe it's just because there's no more cucumbers left.
I have eaten all the cucumbers and now I must drop everything.
Drop everything so it turns into cucumbers.
Weird.
No. Ask Mom.
I don't think Mom's gonna say that dropping stuff turns it into cucumbers.
No, ask Mom. Ask Mom. Just say like, hey Mom. Say, hey Mom, do you think would you take whenever you drop something, it turns into a cucumber that you can eat and it's not dirty? Would you take that?
Who wouldn't? I mean, me, I wouldn't. Mom drops her phone all the time. Can you imagine she drops her phone and it turns into a cucumber? Here, we'd go bankrupt buying Mom new phones.
Okay, has Mom replied?
I can hear you, Sarah, she said.
I didn't. Well, what's your response?
I mean, free food? Free food! $1,000 per cucumber is not free, Martina.
I think Dad's angry with you.
No.
Dad's angry.
I'm just saying that's a terrible idea. All right. So
just
we draw
stop dropping
6
your
cards.
phone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know how many times I've told Mom that? Just stop dropping your phone. Hasn't worked so far. Okay,
Wait, do we clear everything here?
No. Because we have to try and travel. But honestly, Sarah, I think we should just look at our cards because see what they are because that's cool. But then we should just rest because we've already made it there, right? We don't need to do anything else.
I'm a rest.
Right? So let's just rest, and then we've made it. I'm feeling a little picked on. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, so it says you emerge from a line of trees and find yourself walking through a vast rolling field. In the distance, you see the towering form of Lone Tree Station, rising against the clear blue sky. On the breeze, you smell the hint of something sweet. Is someone baking?
Or maybe it's just the honeybush berries.
Maybe. It says, the prologue is nearly complete. Take some time to tidy up the play area. Gather your deck, discard pile, fatigue stack, and hand into your ranger deck and set it aside. Okay, so we'll take our fatigue card and add it in there.
Oh, I finally have no fatigue.
Gather the path cards and return them to their sets. So that's these guys, right?
Yeah. No, mulcher. No mulcher.
No mulcher that we had to deal with. Okay, it's time to conclude deck building by choosing your ranger's outside interest. Usually you choose your outside interest from the entire starting card pool, but for the prologue we'll narrow it down a bit so it's not such an intimidating choice. Thank God, or we'd be here all night. If you're playing solo, you can skip the next step. Okay, so it says, look through the cards from your chosen background and specialty sets that you did not include or couldn't include in your deck. Choose 2 of these cards, both copies of each, that you think might be helpful to the group and place them in the center of the table. If someone in your group is playing as a shaper, no one is, okay? Beginning with the lead ranger, choose 1 card from those in the center of the table and place them in front of you. Then the next player to the left does the same. Once all players have chosen their outside interest, add those cards to your deck and the remaining cards back in the box. You're now ready to begin the Lure of the Valley campaign. All right, so lots of giggling. Making fun of Mom is always a good time. It's true. It's true. It's true. Okay, so
I don't think Claire and Emma will really like that.
I don't think so either.
They're probably gonna start yelling.
Okay, so we get to pick from all of these, or you get to pick from all those cards, as well as, what was your background? The shepherd?
Yeah, the shepherd.
So, not the artisan. Okay, and I get to pick from all of these. So you're picking, so listen, you're picking 2 cards, both copies. I'm picking 2 cards, both copies, and then we're each going to pick one. And it doesn't matter whether we don't have enough fitness or whatever.
Okay.
Okay? That doesn't necessarily mean the more expensive ones are better, but they might be.
Like that sentry or whatever. Mm-hmm. Hey, I can get some gear.
I think you getting gear might not be terrible because a lot of my deck is, you know, do something with gear.
Hey, I guess I'll take this.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take that, like, Sentinel. Hey, look it all requires focus. You're the only one with enough focus to play this.
Oh yeah, because we have to be able to play it, I suppose. Okay. There.
Epic adventure music.
Okay, so I think those are the 2 cards that I'm going to add. The wrist-mounted darter and the camo weave cloak. Okay, and then you get to pick one of these, and then I get to pick one, and then we're done.
Wait, like one of these to add into our, like, a deck?
Yep.
Not one pair, like just one card?
No. You always get both cards. Just, I'm saying one as in, I'm always speaking about a pair, right?
So you have to take the fitness one.
Why?
Because you can't play that one. You can't play the camel weave.
Well, but I could if I used something to increase my focus or something like that. But like, sorry, of these 4 cards, we're only gonna get 2. Right? We picked 2 options. Like, pick one pair, and I'm gonna pick 1 pair, and then we're done. Okay? We don't get all of them. Right? So maybe nobody ends up with that. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so listen, this wrist-mounted darter, I mean, you can't use it though, because you don't have enough fitness. But like, this is a lets us add harm. We have almost nothing in our deck that lets us harm. Maybe I should take this one because then I can harm something and you can healing touch it, or I can at least harm it, and then maybe there's times where, you know what, the evil creature dude, the caustic mulcher, we might just need to harm him. He's really hard to calm, right? To connect with. So we might just need to kick his butt.
If you take the darter,
yeah,
then nobody's gonna get this sentinel.
Okay, but then nobody gets it. We can't get everything, right?
I know.
When a challenge effect on the attached being would resolve, cancel that effect. Okay, so I mean that could be really powerful, but it also costs me my entire focus to play. Anyways, which one do you want to take?
I kind of want to do the camo weave.
You should have gear, and like, you have lots of spirit. This is really good. I just couldn't take it because I only have 1 spirit, right?
Let me read what it says.
Starts with 3 charges. When you would suffer 1 or more fatigue, instead suffer 0. So fatigue causes us to ditch cards, and then our day ends faster. It's basically removing turns from us and taking away cards that we don't get to play. So I think that's a really good one.
I'll take this one.
Okay, I'm going to take the wrist-mounted darter then, because I didn't have enough fitness to get it, but that we don't have to pay attention to that. I can play this, and then we have a way of doing harm. Okay, because otherwise we have nothing. All right, so then the other 2 get discarded, right? Like, they go back with the other set. Were those both yours? Okay.
Yeah.
What was that?
When I move
Your ankle hurts?
in weird ways, like if I like stretch, it feels weird. It kind of hurts.
Okay. So, we've reached the
End of
end of the prologue. Okay? So the next part here is the first mission, because this is a campaign game.
Yeah.
Now look, this is mission 1 of 34. So there's
34
there's
campaigns.
a lot. Well, no, not campaigns, but
I mean, in missions.
Yeah, I don't know if you necessarily do all of them though, right? I would suspect probably not. But yeah, there you go. So we are done for now, and I think that means that we're gonna wrap up. We got our decks built. We are What do you mean? It's 8:30. You gotta go to bed, girl. You got school tomorrow.
And
Yeah. So, listen, Sarah. Doing the next mission is probably gonna take us an hour and a half, right? Minimum, if we knew what we were doing. Right? Took us 2 hours to do this so far. So I think we achieved everything we wanted to. We got to play the game, get a good feel for it. You built a endless army of hawks, ferrets, and dogs. Weird. You know, we're like set for our first mission next time, and we know how to play now, right?
Yeah.
So perfect. What did you think so far?
It's good. I have an army of animals.
Okay, army of animals aside, what did you like about this game?
Kind of. I don't really know. I just like the game.
Okay, I thought the setting is really cool. Something that I appreciated about this game is compared to a lot of campaign games, when we were reading the like just that prologue, it seemed actually well written, which is pretty rare. I think that a lot of campaign games, like just whatever, games in general. Etherfields. Great example. The writing in Etherfields was clumsy, and the scenario...
Burn it!
The scenarios were hit and miss. We haven't played enough of this to know if that's true, but this feels very open-worldly. It feels like we have choices we can make about what we want to do and that sort of thing.
No, wait. About Etherfields.
What about it?
Burn it!
Okay, we're not burning Etherfields. But, yeah, overall, I thought that this seemed like an interesting framework for a game. It was a little frustrating that it was very hard to find some of the cards and stuff like that, right? Just because there's so many. There's hundreds of cards. There's hundreds of cards here.
Too many.
You don't like the Hydro Worm.
They're scared.
Yeah, the Hydro Worm's pretty scary.
Scared.
But yeah, like there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cards here, and like...
Wait.
You know...
Can you raid on YouTube?
No, you cannot. Well, you kind of can, but there's a lot fewer people who are live, using YouTube Live, and you have to have more subscribers than we do before you can unlock that feature. So we can't do it. 1,000, or it might be 10,000.
That's a lot.
So it's not very functional. It's set up not really very well for
new streamers.
Well, not even just not for new streamers, but for like it's not a live. I don't feel like YouTube Live is set up well as a community. On Twitch, it feels very communal. On YouTube Live, it feels like you're an existing YouTuber that can use live streams to connect with your audience, not your broader community, right? Like, I don't think we're going to meet people on YouTube very often in YouTube Live, other than people who already watch videos we produce and things like that.
Yeah.
Or people that we know from Twitch, right? So, anyway.
We're not going to expand our knowledge of people.
No, probably not extensively. Maybe one day if we were bigger, maybe. But for now, not really.
Nope.
So,
Never, ever.
In any case, I think that's about where we're going to leave it. We'll wrap up here. We'll obviously have to play more Earthborne Rangers because we've now constructed decks and we have like a backstory. We know Sarah's got the army of animals, and her plan is to injure you with them slightly and then heal you with them so that you like her. That's a weird way to make friends.
No, wait.
Oh, did that wild ferret bite you? Here, let me take care of that for you. What a weird way to make friends. Oh, is that a bird? Yeah, crazy. Crazy.
The hawk, like, you have it on your, like, arm or something, and then you just, like, launch.
You launch the hawk, it hits them in the face, and then you heal their face with your healing touch.
And then they're just
listen. Okay. Honestly, you'd have to be more clever than that. Because if I was walking down the street and somebody launched a hawk at my face, the last thing I'm gonna be like let them do is touch me, right?
But what if they're just like? What if they started healing you?
No. I'm not gonna forget that they launched a hawk at my face.
What if they launched a tardigrade at your face?
Well, then that would be very little, and I would probably be less upset. I don't think I would even notice.
You're just like, what the heck? Yeah. Why'd somebody launch air at me?
Yeah, exactly, right? All right, so with that, we are going to wrap up. Thanks so much for hanging out with us and enjoying Earthborne Rangers. This was a real...
I hope you enjoyed.
I hope so. This was a very much a discovery session as we played the prologue, set up our decks, and now we are well positioned to play it again next time.
You have to have enjoyed.
I don't know that they have to, but thou shalt enjoy the stream. All right. With that, let's say goodbye, okay? So, before, I guess, as we wrap up, I will be streaming on Twitch tomorrow night. Thursday nights, I stream on Twitch. Sunday, I will be back on Twitch as well. And we will be back here next Wednesday. We're going to try, let's see if we can make it work next time. There was some kerfuffle today, so it didn't work out, but we're going to try and start a half an hour earlier 5:30 next Wednesday, so that maybe we get a little bit more time before the pumpkin sets in. Eh?
But, okay, if they didn't enjoy, wouldn't they have told us that they didn't enjoy, so they have to enjoy?
Or they just wouldn't have said anything. They would have left.
Oh.
Aww. I'm sure everyone, I think most of the folks who are in watching our stream today are people that we know, and they probably did enjoy. So anyways, we're going to wrap up. We'll see you on Twitch tomorrow, or I will see you on Twitch tomorrow, on Twitch on Sunday, and then back here Wednesday next week, 5:30, for another stream with Sarah.
Wait.
Okay, you got to stop saying wait. I'm trying to end the stream, dear.
Do you think we'll play Earthborne Rangers next week, or a surprise game?
I don't know, because I think it'd be nice to play. I want to play Earthborne Rangers again. I want to also. I don't want to commit to playing Earthborne Rangers like 30 times in a row, right?
Arkham Horror. That's the game.
You didn't play Arkham Horror with us.
No, not like the card game.
Oh, the card game. Yes, Arkham Horror, the card game we've played. That was fun. I liked that one a lot. Very different than this, but quite fun. Cthulhu games are always nice.
I just remembered it.
Yeah, out of the blue. Okay, I'm actually ending the stream now. We'll see you guys next time. Say bye-bye.
No, wait, I gotta do the
No!